everyone, it's Holly Marie King, and we are back with your Dry Delight. We raided the bar last I saw, so let's see what happens next. This one's kinda cool. Let's see what happens. After a little more discussion, the three of us settle on a hotel room for our meeting spot. The unfortunate patrons who had to witness all that, well, they're sent home and promised free drinks when they come back. In this day and age, that's probably enough to risk being shot. Once that mess is sorted out, the three of us head to the hotel with our respective men. I can't even begin to imagine how tonight will end, but I have to hope for the best. Oh. To continue the story, pick different choices and play through Leslie's route. Both routes lead to one ending, but you'll need to understand both sides of the story? Ooh. Unless both sides win, no agreement can be permanent. Jimmy Carter. Back to first choice. Ooh, what is what? I can't believe that's where that ended. Ooh. Hello? Ah, there we go. Hurtful remarks aside, it sounds like you're all prepared. We'll meet back here tomorrow morning to trade reports, drink coffee, eat donuts. Is it my imagination, or is he drooling a little? Ah, and decide our next plan of action, of course. Understood? Loud and clear, boss. I give him a lazy salute before turning towards the door, smoothing out my vest. Richard. Please be careful. Watch yourself, stay alert, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Like what, skipping out on the job to get cannoli? I'm serious, Richard. You're my partner. I don't want you to be turned into Swiss cheese by a Tommy gun or something. He would use a food metaphor. So promise me you'll be careful, alright? I worry about you whenever you're off solo. I worry about you too? This guy. Doesn't he realize it goes both ways? With a small smile, I rub the back of my neck with a hand, unsure how to phrase what I want to say. I worry about you too, Leslie. Not like I can help it, since you send yourself on sketchy jobs all the time. It's like you're just looking to be iced. Leslie blinks at me, as if he'd never even considered my concern to be a possibility. Really? That's very sweet of you to say, Richard. He sniffles, clutching a hand to his collar. Damn it, maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut. I mean, you don't need to get all... But if you're so worried about me, why don't you pick up tomorrow's breakfast? We old geezers do need to sleep in sometimes. Unless there's something else important, boss, I'm going to head out. Alright. Leslie pushes himself up from his chair, stepping over to get the door for me. I expect great things from your report tomorrow. With any luck, we'll be well on our way to making Cleveland a boring old town, drier than the Sahara Desert. Doesn't sound quite as so encouraging when I put it that way, does it? Can't argue there. God bless America, land of the liquor free. See you in the morning, boss. Give him a hell, detective. He reaches out to ruffle my hair fondly, as he often does. I stopped brushing it down a while ago. Leslie always likes to mess it up first thing anyway. We trade wry smiles, and with that, I head out into the cool night air. Next stop, Richard's first speakeasy. But we did this already. How is this different? A soft-boiled detective. A scatterbrain boss. Myra Eastman. Definitely not a gangster. What changes? Password. A gruff voice whispers to me through a slot in the door. The basement of this dingy restaurant echoes with the muffled sounds of swing music, like it's haunted by some ghastly jazz band. Swordfish. There's a long pause. My informant definitely said the password was swordfish. This isn't a setup, is it? If it is, heads will roll by the end of tonight, assuming mine's still... The door swings open before I can finish that thought. Welcome, sir. Please enjoy your night. Thanks, I'm sure I will. It's louder than I remember it being. I stepped past the tall dour doorman and into the loudest place I've ever seen or heard. I gotta turn it down for my ears. Smoke everywhere, deafening music, giant gaggle of dancers, loitering hopheads, flappers posing in their risque skirts, drunk saps trying to impress them. All this laughter and cheer makes you wonder what's so criminal about it all, but I guess it's not my job to ask those kinds of questions. After I wander around a little, weaving through the hooch-holding crowd, I end up loitering by the bar. The bartender's staring at me. I raise a brow at him, offering a silent defense. Isn't it normal to come to a speakeasy and not order any liquor? No? His face is definitely saying no. Alright, I'd like to order one of the special. The special comes out of Ed's bathtub, sir. The bartender bells out a laugh when I freeze him over. Oh boy, don't worry, adds to the taste. I sure bet it does. Still laughing, he uncorks a bottle and pours me a glass of clear liquid, stuffing a slime slice into the rim. It's like putting a fancy bow on a pile of horse crap, but I guess I should appreciate the effort. I lift the glass, taking a cautious sip. Swallow. Oh, Jesus, that's bad. What does Ed do in his bathtub? Actually, I don't want to answer that. As I hold my glass of God knows what and lean back against the bar, my gaze wanders around the crowded parlor. The informant said this place is a key part of Cleveland's liquor business. Apparently, it's owned by mobster types. And now that I think about it, those guys over there look a little rough around the edges. They're not drinking or dancing, just watching the patrons. I casually scoot down the bar, getting close enough to overhear their conversation. It's so loud in here that I can't make out what they're saying, but I managed to catch a few words. Damn Italians, our turf, them and the cops. Did I hear that right? They aren't part of the Italian mob? I wonder who owns this place then. It must be a different gang. Some kind of deal. That'll work. Risky? I strain my ears as much as I can, sensing the conversation's about to get even more interesting. Just one or two hints, maybe a name. Come on. Only one drink for you tonight, my friend. A low, eloquent voice murmurs right in my ear. It's fire! The culprit smirks at me when I whip my head around in surprise, offering a little wiggle of his fingers in greeting. Tall, suited, and well-groomed, he has an unusually refined look to him. Is he offering to buy me a drink? Is there any of a... I could manage another drink, but not another one of whatever this is. I jerk my chin towards the mild rat poison in my glass. You don't like it, really? I've been told that's one of the best drinks here. One or two more, and I promise it'll start growing on you. No, really. I like my tongue too much to put it through more of Satan's mouthwash. My dry comment makes the stranger chuckle and he flashes me a wink. Oh, so that's the problem? Well, never fear. I'll take good care of that tongue of yours. That's what's... Bartender, first drink of the delicate-tongued gentleman, and the usual for myself. He waves at the man behind the counter and quickly nods. Oh great, I can't actually get drunk. Damn it, it's like this guy's here just to ruin my investigation. We'll get you fixed up with something that'll tickle your fancy, mister. Trailing off, the stranger raises one eyebrow to me expectantly. Jack Bond. Jack, not the name I'd have picked for you, and I still like it. Really? What name would you have picked? Ask me again after you've had a few more drinks. As if on cue, the bartender passes the glass with me and gently slides a steaming cup towards my companion. Is that coffee? Thank you, Arthur. Anytime. He throws the man beside me a wily grin. I can't shake the feeling that I'm the butt of some inside joke, but maybe that's my detective's paranoia talking. You don't drink, huh? I wouldn't call myself a teetotaler, but I do like to stay sharp. Right, well, drinking partner, since you twisted me into this, who exactly am I toasting with again? My name is Meyer, and I'll endeavor to make sure you won't forget it. Oh, how the hell am I supposed to read this guy? If I didn't know better, I'd almost think he was trying to be... Wacham! He's claiming some sort of toast. He clinks his cup against my glass. Wacham! think it's L'chaim. L'chaim. Sorry, excuse my bad reading skills. Mimic Meyer's pronunciation. And when he happily nods in approval, we both sip our drinks. Not as bad as that of Deluxe, but still feels like I swallowed good gasoline cocktail. Why the puckered face, Jack? Not smooth enough for that tongue of yours? Meyer leans in closer, propping his elbow on the counter and gazing at my face. Well, if he's hell-bent on being all friendly, maybe I can pull some information out of him. I bet he knows something. He's got that kind of smug air. Yes, woe is me and my delicate tongue. Really, where do they get this stuff? Is it all home-brewed? Surely there's a big cellar. Of course, why the biggest cellar in town, no less. So he does know. Now I just have to. But more importantly, why don't you tell me a little more about yourself? Or a lot more, I promise you will. I won't mind. Alright, play it cool, Richard. I can't rush this or he'll catch on. I'm nobody special, really. I help keep civilians safe, serve the city and all that. He smirks. His smirk deepens for some reason. Just another average fella, here to relax after a hard day's work. Hoping to take the edge off. Are you just gonna sit there and me all night, or what? Well, I don't mean to be rude, but I have a sneaking suspicion that you're lying. Possible, you can already tell. Was Leslie right? Am I really that bad at this? Why don't you be honest with me, Jack? Be honest with you, I'm not. Meyer leans even more, this time sneaking an arm around my shoulders and pulling me into this. I swallow, trying to keep a hold of myself as his lips brush against my ear. He can't now. There's no way he knows. You're really a Simcha, aren't you? Simcha? Refused to steal a side glance of Meyer, and his eyes glare back at me mischievous. A pimp, of course. What? Oh, you can't fool me with that act, Jack. I saw you looking around earlier for any attractive girls, subtle as a train wreck. Lord have mercy, if I have to pretend to be a pimp, I think I'll just run out the door instead. A little laugh spills out of Meyer before he can fight it back. Care to tell me what's so funny? Just teasing. Forgive me, I didn't mean any offense. Nor did I think you'd nearly faint on the spot, but I was quite ready to catch you. Alright, you got me. I was just, horrified that my good name might be ruined. Shook me up. Secretly, of course. I'm mostly only relieved that he didn't actually see through the lie. That was too close for comfort. Oh, naturally, an upstanding civil servant like you is obliged to maintain his saintly reputation, right? Bartender, another round for the gentleman, if you please. And that was how I got pulled into a night of drinking with my new companion. It soon grows clear that Meyer isn't going to let anything important slip. He manages to dodge all of my questions like a pro boxer ducking punches. But I'm too invested to turn back. I know he knows something. I know he knows something. But we're just dancing around the subject. And as much as I hate to admit it, it's fun talking to him. So much so that I nearly forget what I came up here to do. The way he gives me all of his attention is, well, flattering in a way. While we banter back and forth, I notice the sketchy-looking men from earlier throwing glances towards us. Are they looking at me? At Meyer? Just trying to get the bartender's attention? I can't tell, but I got a feeling we're being watched. If you don't mind, Jack, I have a question for you. An elbow nudges against my side, interrupting my thoughts. A question? Sure, I'm all ears. I turn my head back towards Meyer, only to see him already pressed close to my side. Our cheeks are nearly brushing together. You wouldn't happen to be looking for underground work, would you? My heart skips a beat. He's finally bringing it up? You could say that, more or less. Well, in that case, how about we make a deal? I'll trade you a little business information in exchange for something unheard of. He whispers conspiratorially to me, lips curled upward in a sly, daring smile. Something, huh? What kind of something are we talking about here? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. His breath lightly tickles my cheek. For a second, my focus gets a little hazy. All I can see are those sparkling green eyes. My mind races through the things he might want from me. Things I'd normally never think of until... Bring me a cassata cake. A cassata cake, the type from Frank's Bakery on the east side. Almost certainly not kosher, but I won't tell if you don't. I've heard they changed the recipe to something simply amazing, but let's just say I'm not very welcome in that neighborhood. Not exactly the offer I was expecting. A cake? Right. I'll think about it, no promises. Playing coy, are we? Very well, I see how it is. He exhales a small laugh that brushes my skin again, sending a little tingle down the nape of my neck. Please, think it over carefully, and if you decide to accept my offer, come back here tomorrow night. How does that sound, Jack? I hesitantly nod. Can this wise guy really be part of some criminal outfit trading information for cakes? Perfect! It will be plenty worth your while, so keep that in mind. When he finally pulls back, I subconsciously exhale the breath I didn't know I'd been holding. No matter how I look at it, he's acting sweet on me. Of course, it's not like anyone would notice crowded at this place. As crowded as this place is. Do you happen to have a favorite kind of drink? He casually throws another question out, catching me off guard. I want to have it ready for you tomorrow night. That's awful nice of you. Well, my favorite drink, I guess that'd be... I don't know, something sweet? Something sweet to mask how bad it tastes. Maya stares at me in stunned silence. What? What's with that look? A small choked sound leaks from his throat, the kind you make when you're stifling a laugh. He's rousing me again, isn't he? Yes, of course, something sweet, I understand. I'll make sure to take excellent care of both you and your refined palate. You're acting like I've already made up my... You leaving? Myers sips the last of his coffee and pushes it away, smoothing his hair back with me. I'm afraid so, Jack. I've got some business to attend to, but I do hope I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, and tonight's drinks are my treat, as a small token of thanks for your delightful company. With a last knowing wink, Meyer steps away from the counter and slips into the crowd, mingling with the drunken sea. He laughs so suddenly. I wonder what business he's attending to. Well, never mind. I guess that concludes tonight's investigation. What a ride. Alright, and then that's where I'm going to end things. We'll read this. I leave the speakeasy unsure whether Meyer pulled one over on me or if I actually pulled one over on him. I guess we'll try to adventure because I know this is what happened. We've seen this before. So I don't know what's going to be different. But I'm excited to find out. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens. Yay. But yeah, I was not expecting that at all. So we'll see what happens next episode. Whenever it comes around. But yeah, anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.